Okay, I want to welcome you to Inferno Mixed Martial Arts and Fitness, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get started. Before we get started, I just wanted to talk to you about about martial arts, and a lot of people view martial arts that they associate with mind and body, that they have benefits from the mind and the body when they take martial arts. So our goal today is we're going to do some physical movements to show some correlating mental benefits with martial arts. Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay, awesome. Well, let me ask you this. Lily, right? Okay, Lily, do you know what a goal is? What's a goal?
It's something that you work towards.
Very good. Yeah, you're smart. We kind of define a goal as a dream that you attach a date to. Then you work hard every single day until you reach that goal. And so my goal today in our first private lesson and over the next 2 private lessons is to help you earn your white belt. Sound good? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do what we call a set stance. Okay? And this is kind of what we call having self-discipline. Okay? Sound good? And so we're going to put your feet together, your hands to your side, and back really, really straight. Okay? And so here's what happens. When you're in this stance, you can't do anything but blink and breathe. Okay? So even if a bird flies into the room and lands right on your shoulder, you can't move. And if some cockroaches come through the floor and crawl over your toes, you can't move. You got to stay nice and still, and you can breathe and blink. Sound good? Now, do you know how to do jumping jacks? Awesome. So we're going to do 3 jumping jacks, and we're going to do some jumping jacks. And whenever I say set, you're going to do this. And so in our mat, we call that attention. Okay? So we're going to do that real quick. You ready? Go. Set. Good. All right, let's do it again. Set. Awesome. One more time. Sit. Excellent. Okay. A couple of other things I want to talk about before we really get into this today. Okay. Some of the important things that we're going to do is there's 3 things you have to earn your white belt. Our goal is to help you earn your white belt while you're here with us, okay? One of the first things we want to do is we're going to teach you some basic martial arts movements, and you need to understand those and remember them, okay? The second thing we need to do is on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being your slimiest, sloppiest, nasty, worst, and 10 being your super awesome best, you're going to do your best, okay, at a 10. And the third thing is just to have fun, okay? So we're going to have some fun. We're going to do this. So we talked about a set stance and standing at attention. Now, the next thing I want to teach you is called respect, okay? And in martial arts, the way we show respect is we put our hands to our side in our nice set stance, and we bow at the waist, keeping our eyes on her. So if you could point to your mom and bow to her. Very good. Excellent. So that's our sign of respect. The reason why we talk about respect is we don't teach any martial arts or any potential martial artists unless they have respect for their teachers, for their mom and dad, and for most important, their martial arts instructor on the floor. So we teach respect in that way, and respect is simply teaching others the way you want to be treated, right? Okay, sound good? All right, so we're talking about the set stance. Now this is called our self-control, okay? So you understand that? And another thing what we do when we talk about respect is we answer as sir or yes ma'am. So if you're in school and your teacher says to do something, you say yes ma'am or yes sir. Or if you're at home and your parents ask you to do something, you respond that way. And so we also do that here. So anytime today that I ask you a question, if you could respond to me and say yes sir, or if I ask you to do something, you say sir. Does that sound good?
Yes, sir.
Awesome, thank you, very good. Okay, as far as our blocks, we're going to talk about blocks, okay? And this is going to be our fundamentals that we're going to be starting. And so our block is, what we're going to do is we're going to stand in what we call our guard stance or our fighting stance. Okay, so you're going to take your right foot and step back, and your hands are going to be up and your elbows down. Okay, and now this is going to be called a parry block. Okay, so the way it works is if I'm trying to punch you straight in the nose, okay, you're going to take your hand and you're going to move it at a 45-degree angle out and away from your body, right towards your center line. So your center line being right here, right away from your body. So if I throw a punch right to your face, you're going to, with the same side, do that. Excellent. And you're going to do that with the same side, or the other side with the same hand on this side. So if I throw this, Excellent, good. And you just do that with every which one you want to do, okay? So this front hand is called a jab, okay? So if I throw this jab, you're just going to turn it, right? Good. Good. Parry. Good. Very good. All right. Good deal. Sit. Sir?
Sir.
Excellent. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is called a cover block. Okay, this cover block is where you reach your hand behind your head, almost like you're holding the back of your head so you can protect your face, okay? So these are for those punches that come this way. Very good. So you hold it up to the side coming at you. Good. Very good. Awesome. You're doing great. Okay, now I'm going to throw them both in, okay? So I'm going to throw our punches with the parry. Good. 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 Excellent. Okay, now I'm going to come around. Very good. Good. Very good. Good job. All right. You getting this? You're doing great. Looks like you've done it before. I bet you have. Okay, so now there's something that we also teach called self-discipline. Okay, and self-discipline is doing something on your own without being told. Did you notice that you did something without being told? You watched me and you kept your hands up the whole time. I didn't ask you to hold your hands up. Did you notice you did that?
Yes, sir.
You kind of just did exactly what I did, and so that's self-discipline. And what we try to teach our students is self-discipline is kind of like when you have homework and you know it needs to be done and mom and dad doesn't have to ask you to do it, okay? Or there's trash sitting on the floor and you go and pick it up and put it in the trash can without being told what to do. You know, we talk about, what do you do every night before going to bed? Do you brush your teeth? Okay, so you know that's a form of self-discipline. Do you do that without mom and dad telling you?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So we'll get back to that, but that's what self-discipline is, okay? Sound good? Okay, the next thing we're going to learn is our jab cross, which is our striking, okay? And so we're going to get back in our set stance, okay? And your jab is your front hand, and I'm going to kind of be backwards here because I'm actually trying to be on your same side, but your front hand's going to come right towards me. And the way you throw this jab, okay, picture it just like this. Elbows down, and you're just going to go straight out and back. Straight out and back. So let's go ahead and do that like 3 times. 2, 3. Now I want you to imagine that you have an eraser in your hand, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn that eraser. So your elbow stays down, and as you turn that eraser, your fist is going to rotate. Sound good? So let's go ahead and do that on the jab 3 times. 1, and you can just come right at it. 2, 3. Good. Now let's do it where our cross is where we rotate our shoulders and our hips, and we're coming from the back, right? It's called a cross. And so as we're rotating, this is where our power comes from. Okay, so same thing, elbows down, and we're rotating that fist forward. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now let's throw a jab. Jab. Good. Cross. Good. Cross. Good. Jab. Cross. Jab. Cross. Very good. All right. Okay, so when we're talking about a jab cross, it takes a lot of focus, okay? And one of the things we like to teach about focus is when you're listening to me and we're talking, you've been looking right in my eyes the whole time, haven't you? And studies have shown that when you look in someone's eyes, like a teacher at school or your mom and dad, you actually retain 90% more than when you don't. So that could take a bad student down here to an A+ student just by looking at them in their eyes, because you start retaining everything. And you notice when we were talking, you were looking right in my eyes and you were doing what I did. And so you kind of remember that, right? So that's why we talk about focus. That's our mental benefit as far as our jab cross goes. Now, are you ready to have a little fun here? Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put these gloves on, and all of our students in class wear these. And it protects them, protects their wrists and their hands from, getting hurt. And so they all have those in class. All right. Now, let's go ahead and do our fight stance. And I want you to throw a jab again, just 3 times on that side. Good. And now we're going to do a cross. Good. And a jab. Good. Cross. Good. Now this time, I want to add one thing to it, okay? I want you to breathe kind of through your teeth. And each time you throw, you're going to go, okay? And this time, we're going to go ahead and practice. And just practice breathing. Okay? Good. 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 Awesome. Very good. Good. You are really good. Great. Set. Awesome. Okay. Now, this time we're gonna do a little focusing here on throwing these punches. Sorry about that. Just ignore it so they don't get through. Okay. So we've got the jab cross. Okay. We're gonna do a combination. This time I want you to hit right here on this century line. See that? That's where you're gonna focus on hitting that. And so you're gonna hit that on your jab, that one on your cross. Okay. So we're gonna do jab cross. You ready? Okay. Go. Good. Good job, Lulu. Very good. One more time. Good. Good. Set.
Sir.
Very good. Man, she's good. She's really good. I felt the power in that. You are awesome. Okay. Are you ready for the next thing? All right. This time, what we're going to do is we are going to focus on our front kick. Okay. So you get in your fight stance, hands up. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to do what we call a chamber. Okay. So that's where you take your knee and bring it up. And I want you to do that about 3 times. So bring it up. Bring it up. Good. Bring it up. Good. Now, if you remember, when you bring this knee up, depending on how high you bring it is where your kick is going to go. So if I bring my knee up here, my kick's going to go here. If I bring my knee up here, it's going to go higher. Okay? So let's go one more time as high as you can and kick. Wow, that's good. Awesome. Great job. Okay. Also, what we're going to do is on that back foot, okay, you're on the balls of your feet, right? Okay? So this time, we're going to go ahead and throw that full front kick, and we're going to practice on pulling our feet back just a little bit and hitting with the ball of our foot. That's your weapon. Okay? So let's go ahead and do that about 3 times. Good. Curl those toes back and just hit the ball. Good. Good. Now what I want you to do is switch your feet. Very good. Now we're going to do the same thing. Chamber 3 times. Good. 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 Now let's throw one more. Go ahead and throw with the regular kick. Good. Boy, you're about to kick me right in the face. You can kick high. Good deal. One more. Let's see. Excellent. Wow. Sit.
Sit.
Very good. Okay. Have you ever watched a karate movie or anything like that? You ever seen anything? You know that funny sound that they say? They go, hi-ya! You know what I mean? What that is called a kia. Okay? And when they do a kia, what that is focused or power and energy all at once. So you control your breathing by blowing out, and then you go hiya, and that gives more power. So this time we're going to throw that same kick, okay, with the top of your foot, and you're going to kick this as hard as you can, and you're going to give me a good kia. All right, ready? Go.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Okay, now go. Go.
Yeah.
Good. Go. Very good. One more.
Yeah.
Very good. Switch. All right. Go again. Hit. 1, 2, 3. One more. 5, 6. Excellent. Great job. Sit.
Yes, sir.
Very good. My goodness, you have got some powerful kicks. Very good technique. I'm very proud of you. Okay, so the last thing that we're going to do is what's called a side kick. And this is one of the most powerful kicks in all of martial arts, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to stand to the side, and you're actually going to almost pretend that you got a pocket on the back of your pants, and you're going to point that at me, okay? So right now, when you're standing here, imagine a can that you're going to crush, okay? And when we crush a can, we crush that can on the floor with our heel, right? So you're going to crush with your heel. So go ahead and do that with me on that foot right there. Exactly, okay? So you're going to kick with your heel, okay? Good. Now I want you to raise it up just a little bit and kick with your heel there. I know it takes a little balance. Cheek again. Good. Point that back pocket to me and good. So this is where that chamber comes in and we're kicking out. Excellent. Now Lily, I want you to, one more time, we're going to do this and I want you to kick low. I want you to use that heel and kick hard. Okay? Focus on right here. Okay? Good. Go ahead and give me a kia.
Yeah.
Good. A little higher.
Yeah.
Good. A little higher.
Yeah.
Good. A little higher.
Yeah.
Good job. All right. Sit.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
how high do you think you can kick? Go ahead and show me. But no, I mean, show me with your hand how high you can kick. Can you kick about here? About here? Okay, so we're going to start right here. Go ahead and give me that front kick again. Good. Let's go a little higher. Good. Let's go here. Good. One more time. Give me a kia.
Yeah.
Good job. Do you see this? This is over your head. That is awesome. All right. Okay, go ahead and sit.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. You can go ahead and relax now. We'll go ahead and take the gloves back off. Very good. I am proud of you, Lily. And our goal was what? To earn a white belt, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and give you a couple of things to do when you go home, okay? Hopefully it's up. We have what's called a student creed, okay? And my goal with you, we said we're going to do a couple things of self-discipline, right? So two things for you. One is over the next couple days, we're going to go ahead and give you a schedule, and we'll schedule for a second time to come in for her second private lesson, okay? But between now and then, you're going to pick one thing that you're going to do for mom and dad without being told, okay? So that'll be one qualifying thing to earn your white belt. And the second thing is we have what's called a student creed. And our student creed says, I will start each day with a positive attitude. I will work hard to develop focus, confidence, and self-discipline. I will always show respect to others. I will use common sense before self-defense, and I will be the best that I can be. And so what I want you to do is memorize that first line, and you be ready to do that for me when you come in. Sound good?
Yes, sir.
All right. And one last question, Carissa, is we're going to go ahead and plan that second one. So just go ahead and plan on her being able to hit at least 2 of those classes a week that you see on the schedule.
Okay.
And is there anybody else that needs to be available, you know, when the decision making with the scheduling, timing, and also the financial side of things?
My husband.
Okay. Can you go ahead and on the second one, when you go to schedule, just make sure that they're both here?
Absolutely.
You're both here? All
Yes.
right. Excellent. Well, great job, and we'll see you. And we'll talk about presenting you a white belt if you do what we talked about, okay? All right, Carissa, thanks a lot.
Thank you.